evening, ladies and gentlemen, it's Raidhyn and I am back with attempt number 6 of Dungeon of the Endless. I'm extra excited because I recently played a multiplayer cooperative game with a friend of mine named Belfagor, and we managed to actually defeat the dungeon on easy on our first attempt. So I have new hope now that I've actually seen the surface after escaping the dungeon, and we are going to go ahead and get started on my 6th recorded attempt here. Now, what I've been doing in the past was just kind of randoming each hero from the start, but what I'm going to be doing from here out is selecting 2 characters who have story modes together. This time around, we're going to be doing Hikensha and Mitzi, or Mizzy. I think we'll say Mizzy. Mitzi with the Italian Z is a little too difficult for me right now. So these two have a story mode, and part of the reason we're doing this is, well, because I'm interested in the story. The other part is because after their story plays out, they receive a bonus, and at this point I'll take any kind of additional help that I can get. These two also complement each other particularly well, as Hikensha makes a good choke point / operator with some nice bonuses at level 4 and 5, and Mizzy is a really good solo explorer / solo choke point holder, meaning that if we were to pick up a better explorer at some point, we could convert Mizzy into a secondary choke point holder. She does pretty well on her own and gets bonuses that kind of require her to be off by herself as opposed to with the team. But we're just gonna go ahead and go through this playthrough and do the best that we actually can, and any of the new things that I've picked up in recent times, like starting with the industry generator on floor 1, I've discovered I've really liked because it guarantees we can get a second generator down pretty fast. We actually have a research center here at the very beginning. Nothing too tempting though, no prisoner prod upgrade. Now Tesla modules are kind of interesting because they target anti-module monsters first. But I'm not too tempted by it. I don't think it's going to change our game plan for the first floor, which is to explore every door, get our resources up, and we have an item here. Let's see what we get. Rapier, interesting. That's gonna basically super improve Hikensha right off the get-go. I like it. That's very fortuitous. So now we can drop a food replicator. Our goal is to get Hikensha up to level 5 as quickly as possible. At level 4, she gets operate. At level 5, I believe she gets a bonus that's going to give us plus science, which is really nice. We just got mil-spec bracelets, which is going to give us some extra defense and attack power. We'll go ahead and put that on Mitzi. Sounds like I'm saying Mitzi instead of Mizzy. We'll see if that continues or not. But for now, we'll keep playing. Alright, so far so good. We'll go ahead and we'll drop a prisoner prod just back there, since we might be getting some waves from that direction. Alright, more dust. Go ahead and light up, we'll light up this room. I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. And we have a self-powered room, which is nice. We do have a wave, so we'll move our heroes back to counter these enemies. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of this game solo, away from recording, just so that I could get a better grasp on what exactly it is that I'm up against in this game. And I feel like I've vastly improved since attempt number 5. I think I've probably dropped another 20 hours or so into this game since attempt 5, so hopefully I can provide a much better experience for all of you watching out there. Now, I will apologize that my voice is a little bit high-pitched / scratchy right now because I am still getting over a cold. I'm finally to the point where I feel functional enough to make videos again, but excuse me, if you can't tell, I'm not exactly back up to 100% as of yet. I'm gonna level up Hikensha twice. Hikensha is also going to be our crystal runner, seeing as she has a speed of 32, whereas Mizzy has a speed of 27. So unless we get someone faster like Ken or Joleri, we're gonna be using Hikensha to run the crystal. And as we previously stated, we are going to try to get her to level to level 5 as quickly as possible. We're going to split up the group really quick so that people don't mess with our food module here. And we're also going to move Hakensha into this room. But yeah, just based on my experience with Belphegor running multiplayer, I have new and renewed hope for being able to actually knock out this game. You know, I think that this could be the run, so long as I don't make any grave mistakes in the beginning. And there have been grave mistakes since my winning multiplayer run. You know, I have screwed it up and let heroes die, or completely forgot to place modules or anything like that. Whoa, Mizzy, let's head out of there. Get back to safety. Yeah, we're just gonna keep moving you away so we don't have to spend any food. Potentially you can take care of these bad guys. Mizzy is really interesting because she has pretty slow attack speed, but her actual attacks hit like a truck. She does a lot of damage. Alright, and let's see. So if we make it out of this floor without having to heal anybody, we can actually put Hakensha up to level 4 for the next floor, which is pretty sweet. Actually, Mizzy, I want you to stay in here in case we get some monsters. You can kind of help beat these guys down just a little bit, keep them distracted and off of our crystal runner. So far, this is looking pretty good. Our food replicator seems to be slowing down some people, which is also good. And we are going to be heading on to floor 2 nice and easy. Now, one of the things to note about Mizzy is that she does have this kind of shadow along with her. And we're going to find out a bit more of that here as we see the little story snippets on the elevator. I shall have victory or death. Would you calm down already? Are you talking to me? No, sorry, there is this idiot. I am no idiot. I am a lord of demon warriors. Oh, it must be nice getting lessons from a veteran. Alright, so we're gonna see where this storyline goes between the 3 of these interesting people, but for now let's head on down to floor 2, see if we run into a new character on this floor, if we're able to pick up some good research. Now, one of the things that I have been doing is up until about floor 8 is prioritizing science. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to drop a science machine as soon as humanly possible. Whoa, no, stop this crystal, thank you much. So let's drop the science generator now. We'll level up Hakensha, she'll start operating. And then we will move Mizzy forward. So as soon as we can, yep, this looks like a prime spot for an industry generator. Oh, but there's a Stella. Heroes in floor not noticed by monsters, except with a crystal. Let's drop down some prisoner prods. We do have another major module slot here, which is good. And we'll start generating some nice science. Looks like we're gonna be getting 8 per turn, which is nice. Go ahead and drop down a couple more prisoner prods, as one of the things that I've been trying to do more frequently is create like a trail of good tower defense items as we move forward. So it looks like we have the same items as before. We're gonna go ahead and research the Tesla module, since I like that option the best, and that's gonna give us some interesting defense against a variety of monsters that will prioritize our anti-module monsters first, which is good. We like the prioritization. Now, it looks like we have another major module slot in here, so I'm gonna drop a food replicator so we get full FIDs for the floor. And we'll start exploring in other directions, just to leave that food replicator by itself for now. Looks like we have some more baddies, which is absolutely fine. And we're just gonna kind of lead them along this trail because we don't have anybody who's attacking. Well, now that guy's attacking the major modules. I forgot about that. Should probably get in here to help prevent that a little bit. Now we do want to get Hakensha to level 5 because at level 5 she gets some sort of bonus. I can't remember the name of it. Ooh, hello, Sarah. Yeah, let's go ahead and pick you up so we have a good, solid crystal runner. I like that. But for now, you go back and hang out with Akensha. But at level 5, Akensha gets another bonus that's going to give us an extra +2 science per floor, which is going to be pretty nice. So we do have some upgrades here, but I don't really feel like spending dust. It's kind of unfortunate to find a dust merchant this early on. Let's go back and we can start researching our next item. Don't want to make any grave mistakes. Looks like mechanical POW, kip cannon, tear gas, emergency generator. Emergency generator might be incredibly useful for later on. But I do want to get tear gas. Let's go ahead and we'll go for emergency generator, just because that's going to be incredibly useful when we get to floor 10. That's right. The hubris is here. I'll say it. When we get to floor 10. Alright, so this is kind of the tricky part, right? Let's go ahead and we'll power down one of these rooms. We'll drop another prisoner prod in here. We'll drop a Tesla module in here, because that feels right. In fact, let's just spruce this up, and then we'll start exploring with Mizzy in the other direction. I would like to get enough surplus food to level Mizzy up so that she can be a little bit more bold in her solo adventures, and oh, this is bad. Alright, we need to move everybody in here, because they're just going to be going for the crystal. I don't like having to take Akensha off of her research, but I feel like that was still the right thing to do. Alright. Let's go ahead and leave those rooms powered for now. And we're gonna head back to this direction. Keep exploring. I know that we've found the exit, but I'm basically trying to... Oh my goodness, this is awful. I'm trying to take advantage of the fact that we're on floor 2, we have 3 heroes, things aren't so bad right now, and we can take advantage of this research and try to research as much as possible before moving on to the next floor. And we have Smoking Gun. So Smoking Gun Smoking Gun became the hero of the multiplayer run that I won. It's fun to say. Let's go ahead and drop a couple prisoner prods in there real quick. Oh man, this is brutal. You know, Akensha, I want to leave you on that science machine, otherwise we're not. Let's give Sarah the rapier. We're gonna see if we could do this with just Sarah and Mizzy. Alright, so far so good. Alright, I like it. So we're gonna keep Sarah down here so she can help us out with the spawns. We haven't had any spawns from up top yet, which is nice. We have a good trail of tower defense up there, so I'm not too worried about it. Oh, here we go. It looks like this is going to be the tricky one. We'll see just how well our defenses are actually doing for us. Alright, are we going to be able to take all these guys out? Whoop. Sarah, get in there. And then I'm going to need you up here. Yeah, it looks like our defense train is doing all right. Looking good. All right, we've explored everything that we can down here, so it looks like we have one direction left. This is actually going to get kind of interesting. So, Mizzy, I'm going to have you in here to prevent those spawns. It looks like, oh, they went for our food replicator first. That's unfortunate. There's probably not a lot of doors left in this direction to make dropping another food generator worth it. So, yep, this is the last door of the dungeon. It's to be expected, I suppose. And we did get our smoking gun, which is excellent. So, Mizzy, let's go in here and help out the crew. And after we hold off this wave, we'll be able to make a run straight for the exit. I don't mind that industry generator is going down. I think we're going to be just fine without it, considering all of our doors have been opened. Alright, so that was a pretty smooth floor 2. Let's go ahead and rearrange the power on these rooms. Alright, looks like that's going to be the best we can do. Let's move Mizzy and Akensha up there. Looks like we can light up one more room, which is nice. And Sarah, thank you for joining the team. We are gonna have you be our wonderful runner. I feel all right about this floor. We picked up, enough food to level up Hakensha on the next floor, and we've got, and we picked up a new character, and we picked up 2 pieces of important research with emergency generator and smoking gun. So, let's move on to floor 3. We'll read our story dialogue here. No, it's actually a nightmare to be stuck inside this pathetic body. Just who is the other, you? Who am I talking to? Some noisy, I am Zanru Hatvoz, demon lord of 1,000 armies. Wow, I wish I had one of those. Alright, so we'll be finding out some more about Mizzy, the demon lord, and Hakensha in the next episode. But for now, I'm going to be stopping here. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you'll stick with me for the rest of attempt number 6 of Dungeon of the Endless. But for now, thank you for watching.